Okay, ideas we've not bothered to proceed with this week include... we were going to do a breakdown of the poor performances against Brentford, which was supposed to ironically exaggerate the number of players who didn't excel, but we couldn't do it because we've only got an hour for the show. We were going to try and do a Winky impersonation that had him offering out players, staff and fans alike, but we had to drop that when we received reports that that's just what he did at the sponsors' evening on Monday. We were going to have a goal of the month competition, but, well, yeah, you get the point. That's it, really. So...
We all know how difficult it is to plan ahead without accurate forecasting, so here at the MooCamp Radio Show, we're proud to support the Bovril Forecast. It's brought to you by the lovely people at Forecast, telling the future one cup at a time. And the forecast for this week is almost empty at the moment, needs topping up.
Yes, the 1980s are back.
Hi, I'm Dave and I play the music from the 1980s.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I play the music from the 1990s.
Classic 90s grooves.
So join us each and every Saturday between 10 and midday.
For double decades on Seclo Sounds. Seclo Sounds.
You're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show here on Seclo Sounds. This Saturday we have a match and a special thing, I believe we're doing.
We do.
Should we talk about the match first of all?
Yes.
Who's attending? Hans?
I am, yes, Hand.
Hand from my living room.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
it's
the
on,
way.
we're on the old
Yes,
telly,
yes,
aren't
we're
we?
on the television.
I ain't going.
We always do well on the television.
I'm going to sit at home and watch
Especially
it.
in December.
Especially in December, yeah, absolutely. Okay,
I aim to get there early this one.
okay, how early?
I hope to park up about 2 o'clock, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any particular reason? For those of you who are hard of thinking, it's an early kick-off, so make sure you get
We're
there.
on the old telly, Brando.
Yes, you didn't mention that. Are you going to stay at home and watch it on the television, in the warm?
Yes.
With a beer.
With 1,000 pets?
I can't.
Cuddling a pony on your sofa?
I might do.
Yeah. Okay, what are we expecting?
To get
Mick
hammered.
Harford. Mick Harford. Research. Sorry.
To get hammered.
Is he
That's
still
what
their
I'm
manager?
expecting. He is.
No, is he not? He is, isn't he?
No,
He
yeah.
is.
Yeah, he is.
Is Mick McCarthy.
That's the one I meant. Yeah.
did you
Good
say?
point. I said Mick Harford.
Mick
nearly
McManus.
research.
Mick McManus used to be their manager.
Mick
Ipswich
Harford,
manager.
do your research.
Jackie Pallow was his assistant. Oh, I'm going back in the 60s
I thought you were
now,
talking about my mate from school I see in the cowshed for a minute then.
No, Jackie Pallow was
Mick
your
Harford.
mate.
Mick Harford. Okay, right. That would be rather bizarre if I was.
Yeah, it would,
and he
yeah.
was the manager of Ipswich Town.
Especially, didn't know it, yeah.
Yeah. See, I always consider the things I associate with Ipswich Town.
Mind you, that could be a good
Tractors.
That could be a very good
I
thing if
don't-
he's actually in the bar with us at the cowshed.
That's true. Yeah,
You know.
definitely. Yeah, distract him.
Mick, are you
Get
the
him
same
drunk.
Mick?
Yeah.
If you are, can you get a job as Ipswich manager?
Well, he gets a drink for a
before,
start.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
first
I'll
of all,
have a
yeah.
drink.
You're earning more than we are. that's
Anyway, you said funny things about Ipswich or
Well,
something.
not funny things, but just things that I associate with Ipswich. Bobby Robson,
Tractors.
1978, Roger Osborne.
Tractors.
Hold on, you forgot the main one.
Which one?
Norwich.
Norwich.
There's no Ipswich without Norwich, and there's no. If
you say
if neither of them
Mick Mills?
existed, there'd be very pointless clubs.
Did you say Mick Mills?
I didn't say Mick Mills, but I could have done.
Who's Mick Mills?
So Arnold Muren. The Ipswich.
That's Arnold Muir.
Arnold Muren. Ipswich were getting foreign players before anyone else was getting foreign players.
And he was one of them.
They made it fashion. Arnold Muren. Yeah.
right.
I might have made him up
No.
as well.
Yeah.
Do you reckon I did?
I don't know.
Shall we have a score prediction?
I think we should have a score prediction.
2-0 to them.
I've said 1-1, I think, at this point in time.
Foolish man.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I expect?
What do you expect?
Boring 0-0.
Yeah.
Do you know, I think after the way that Carl has come down on the players so heavily, so mercilessly,
Don't say it, Mortis. Go on, say it. Go on.
we're going to lose 7-0.
I
Something
would've thought so,
stupid like
yeah.
that.
I mean, we could get absolutely slaughtered because Ipswich are a good side.
Yeah.
They are.
And we're not at the moment.
Where are they at the moment? Anyone know?
Ipswich.
Just north of Norwich.
I think they're sort of mid-table.
bleeding
That is their.
obvious.
Is
That's
it
the
south of
default
Norwich?
position at the minute.
It is, isn't it?
They're,
No,
a,
it's north of Norwich.
Somewhere over
North
there.
of Norwich.
they're a good, established mid-table
It can't
championship
be.
club.
Ipswich is in Suffolk, isn't it? As in South.
Well, I'll just continue talking about
Southfolk.
football while you
And Norfolk.
continue talking about geography.
Are you suggesting you've suddenly decided to start talking about football on
Yes,
this show?
I have.
Oh, fair enough.
Strange concept, really.
It is a little bit.
And speaking about football,
Speaking
Brando,
about football, yeah.
what happens after they beat us 7-0?
Well, strangely, after they've beaten us 7-0, we're going to go and watch a franchise.
We are.
A franchise that we decided to adopt as our very own special franchise.
Because we haven't got a franchise.
Because we haven't got one of
Got
our
one
own.
of our own.
So we're going to go and watch Buckingham Town at the Manor Fields ground.
Are they still called that at the moment? We've not changed the name yet?
No, we've not changed the name.
Okay.
MK Buckingham
We've
Town,
moved
I
them,
think.
though, haven't we? We've moved them from Buckingham
We've moved them from
Yep.
Buckingham to here.
Okay, first step's done then.
Yeah, definitely. So they'll be playing on the same pitch that was previously played by MK City when they were owned by Wimbledon. Where I first watched them in 1978.
I'm looking forward to that,
gets-
to be quite
yeah.
honest. I
It
think
gets
that'll be a good
convoluted
laugh,
from here
that.
on in.
Doesn't it just?
I think it'll be a good laugh, that.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it, because non-league football is the funniest thing you've ever seen. I love it.
I hope we sing MK Army.
Is it £4 to get in?
£4 to get in.
£4 to get in.
Pounds?
For that, you'll get a free mince pie.
Or free
Yeah,
mince
Which
pie.
they don't normally do, so
No.
they're doing that especially for us.
Just for me.
It is one of those
They've
things
brought in
where...
extra caterers.
Yeah, but
Oh, don't
they've
forget.
got a dog van, yeah?
Can we rewind a little bit?
Go on.
Ipswich is also Christmas Jumper Day.
It is. Ipswich is Christmas Jumper Day.
Speaking
I've
of
got
Christmas
one.
jumpers, has anybody seen mine?
No.
I actually did see it, yeah. It was... Who is the picture? Is it...
Drake is a singer. If you just type in Hotline Bling on YouTube, you'll get it.
Doing it now.
That's not going to happen, just so you know.
I had a funny
no,
feeling
this
it
is-
might be Tyson Fury or someone like that.
Yeah.
Because it looks like as a...
I nearly got a. I was looking for a funny Christmas jumper. I nearly got a Mike Tyson one that said "Kiss me under the mistletoe."
Quite like that. That's good. Yeah, so, look, Saturday, obviously, good fun, Ipswich, etc. But taking the time to just take a quick trip up to Manor Fields afterwards, £4 to get in, it will make a big difference to them as a club. And
cheap bar as well.
Cheap bar, yeah, definitely cheap beer. You'd get your money back.
Yep, you would do.
And you could be drunk by 4 o'clock.
I can't. I'm driving.
You could come and have Jers buy you a drink.
I could do.
He'd do that.
I would do it.
Yeah.
In fact, everyone that turns up, Dan McCall's going to buy them a pint.
He did say that, actually. Yeah,
did.
Dan said he was going to buy everyone a drink.
You can say what you like about Dan, and I have said many things about him, but that is genuinely a good idea by him. He's still an idiot, though.
Yeah. No, he's definitely... But he's our idiot, and that's
And I reckon
important.
if he's there, I'm going to stick a pencil in his eye.
Any particular reason, or just because
Yeah, I
you
don't
can?
like him.
Oh, that's good enough reason, yeah. Okay, we probably need to move on because, we've got to go home at some point fairly
We
soon.
have. I've got dogs to walk.
What's left?
Coming up, we've got blah, blah, blah. There'll be some of that stuff. There'll be nonsense. There'll be blah, blah, blah. If you're lucky, we'll blah, 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 blah. Stuff, blah, 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 blah.
Thank you.
This just in. Following the recent run of poor results, Don's boss, Carl Crobbo Robinson, came up with an interesting approach to deflect attention from his own managerial choices. Crobbo told a packed Stadium Colon MK press conference that it was all Richie Barker's fault. More on this once we consider the implications of this.
Marcus from Sittingbourne has texted in and asked if he can come on the show next week. Of course, Marcus, send us a postcode to BBC Television Centre, London, W128QT. Martine from Coffeeall has asked why we keep picking on her next-door neighbour, Doris. Don't we know that she's just a frail old lady with a naked selfie fetish?
Yep, we're very, very aware of that. Yeah.
Sergio from MK1 has texted and say, "Hello, Carlos Robinson." Mick from Newport Pagnell thinks that Northampton away should be an entertaining one if it wasn't so dull, and it wasn't Northampton. And Steve has texted in to say franchise.
Thanks for that,
Nice.
Steve.
Yep.
Steve?
Every week, same time. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Can't argue with it at all. Okay.
As you all know by now, the Dons are the most popular club in the country, and Pete Winky Winkleman is not only the most popular chairman in the lower leagues, he's possibly the most popular man in football altogether. But just how widespread is Winky's fame, and who really loves him? Well, we've carried out some more research this week, and we can now say that Alan Hansen, Hansel and Gretel, Greta Sarchi, Sarchi and Sarchi, John Sargent, John Holmes, Eamon Andrews, Julie Waters, Jonathan Dimbleby, David Dimbleby, David Cameron, James O'Brien, Richard Burton, Tim Burton, and all of Nigel Clough's Burton Albion all really, really love Winky. Unfortunately, there were two people who we didn't manage to get an answer from this week because Vicky Patterson was too busy taking pouty selfies after leaving the jungle last week, and Will Ferrell was far too excited after realising just what time of year it was.
Sorry, I just saw the words Nigel Clough's Burton Albion in there, which I find funny. Last year and so many years before, bigging himself up with his big club Sheffield United and Derby and whatever, and now he's still stuck in League One at Burton.
I think they've actually put in a request to change the name to Nigel Clough's Burton Albion.
Yeah. You're a big fan of his, aren't you, Jess?
Oh, I love him, mate.
Yeah,
he's an idiot.
Hey. We haven't had anyone.
And he's a
being an
badly
idiot for ages.
dressed idiot at
I
that.
was going to say, he does dress well.
And he jumps about like a gibbon.
They're the worst kind.
I don't like him.
Okay, we're going to do this in slightly a different order. Can we have the roundabout reveal?
We can indeed. Okay, if you're sitting comfortably, here we jolly well go. This one was so straightforward that you only needed 3 clues. Or did you? Well, no, you didn't, because you should have ignored clue 2. Because it's a leek jointing sword, but a strange kilo joint nonetheless when you mix it up, should have given you the fact it was an anagram. Leek jointing saw is an anagram of joking. It's not real, which means you only had 2 clues to go by.
Oh my God.
If you could see the smug look on his face right now.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Anagram server. It's fantastic. But what are the other 2? Well, Janet was happy with the ring her betrothed had given her, and if it was better than Betty Monroe's, then we must have been talking Rocky Horror. And if we are, then her fiancé's name is what you seek. And Bern is fast driver. Is it Pete, or are we talking Eccleston? Well, if you lose your confidence, your nerve is gone, and link that with the Formula 1 when you're leaving the French city, and Gilles and Jacques Villeneuve's surname should have pointed you to tonight's roundabout, which so obviously was Bradville roundabout.
Fantastic. That genuinely... Sorry, there has to be a round of applause for that. That anagram is genius. Oh, wow. I don't think we had a correct answer this week, did we?
No one.
No. Okay.
And I thought it was so easy this week.
That clue through
37 answers, 37 guesses, not one of them right.
Those badges are safe for another week.
Very true, yeah. Okay, look, we've got a couple of minutes. Let's just talk about a couple of things. Did anyone go out to the sponsors this evening?
No, but did you see that picture on the internet of Anthony Kay's face?
No.
I'm saying nothing. I'll just go and check it. Looks like his face.
Yeah, but
Looks
the internet's a big thing. Where can we find it?
It looks his face, right? He's sitting at a table at that thing, and his face looks like a kicked bum. It's just like, that's the best way I could put it. It's just like, I have never been less happy to be anywhere in my whole entire life than sat at this table.
I'm surprised how happy Benavente and Aguza looked in the pictures that I've seen, actually. I'd have thought that by now they'd have, cut their hair off and condemned themselves to wearing Barcelona kits to training.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we haven't spoken. Sorry, finish, and then we'll talk about the most exciting thing that we've heard this week.
Have to be quick.
What's the most exciting thing we've heard this week?
Drew Northampton in the cup, mate.
Okay. Everyone excited about the game? About the
We're going to
cup
lose.
tie?
We're going to lose.
No.
We're going to lose, and I hope we do, to be
Do
honest.
we know what's happening with tickets yet?
Yes,
What's happening with tickets?
We will have tickets.
You need one to get in.
there will be tickets available.
Have they announced when they're going on sale
Yes.
yet? When?
Sometime.
in the future.
Well, let's clear that up then. So tickets will be on sale. You will need one, and they'll go on sale
There
at
you
some
go.
point.
Don't say we
before
don't
the
do
game.
research,
Yeah.
Chief.
Some point before the game.
Before the game, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
Anyway, he's got to do the outro, doesn't he?
Who has?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not for a bit. We've
Well,
got another
we're
50,
relaxed
60
here.
seconds. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun.
We're free and loose with the schedules on this
I'm
station.
playing Longpigs in the background.
Yeah, hear
I
it.
think I may have played this before.
Who was the
on show.
guitarist in Longpigs? Quick.
He was Jeff Beck.
No,
He bloody was.
it's Richard Hawley.
Was he really?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
my word. He has good guitars.
He is.
He seems to have the biggest collection of
He
Gretschens known
does.
to man.
He does.
Okay, listen. You have been listening to the MooCamp Radio Show for whatever reason. We won't hold it against you, but
Why?
why won't I hold it against them?
Why
My
would
wife doesn't let me
anybody
do things like
Why
that
are you
anymore.
doing it?
She really doesn't. No. Thank you ever so much for listening. We're not here next week, so there will be a show, but it'll be a pre-recorded one. And we will be live again for our Christmas extravaganza on the 23rd, as Mod so rightly said. So we suggest you have a very good week. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you then. Thanks ever so much.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture and much more to 84,000 people every month. Plus news, views and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse, and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk.